Good evening and welcome to the Sydney Showgrounds on what has already been a great day for cricket, a big day for cricket. Australia have secured a retention of the Ashes. They have defeated England in the third test in Adelaide, up 3-0 in the series now. We'll see if they can go for the sweep in Melbourne and Sydney, but right now we have big bash action for you and we're glad that you've joined us. The Sydney Thunder tonight taking on the Brisbane Heat. Cameron Bancroft and Sam Constas, the opening batsmen here tonight for Sydney. Shaheen Shah Afridi, the opening bowler for the Heat. Bancroft scores the first run of this match, and we are well and truly underway here in Sydney. Glad that you have joined us. Another single there as Constas faces down his first. Certainly one of the rising stars in Australian cricket today. We all remember what happened at the Boxing Day Test last year. Might need a bit more time to fully realize his potential, but there are great things certainly coming from Constas in the future. Cameron Bancroft, however, currently on strike for Sydney, sends this past his partner, and it'll be a quick single as we come to the final ball of the first over. And if you are unfamiliar, this is a 5-over match as per ULTRASPORT tradition. Each side will only bat 5 overs, and there is a 5-wicket limit as well. At the end of the first over, Sydney Thunder on none for 4 here in match 9 of 44 in the 2025-26 Big Bash League. Michael Nesser, the next bowler for the Heat, as Constas will begin this over on strike. Short delivery there to start things off. Constas still manages to connect, sends it in the direction of square fine leg. And that'll be 2. Beautiful night for cricket here at the Showground. We saw the Melbourne Renegades last night taking on the Hobart Hurricanes. Yep. Oh, is this going to be caught? No, it'll bounce as it goes over a fine leg. That is a single as Constas smashes it. Bancroft now back on strike. That one's gone behind the keeper. Now towards long stop, and that's 4. First boundary of this match. The credit goes to Cameron Bancroft as we take a look at this once again. Bancroft on 6 from 5 with that. We'll find a way around the keeper as well here towards straight fine leg. Back over. And that is 2 more for Sydney. Yes. Connects again, and there's certainly what we're seeing from Sydney here tonight. It's certainly quite a bit less lackluster than last night's match. It took a while for things to get going between Melbourne and Hobart at the Docklands, but we saw quite a few wickets taken. This one could have been close, but they get the quick single, and that will bring us to the end of over number 2. Nathan McSweeney next to bowl for Brisbane, the spin bowler, as the Thunder are none for 15 after 2 overs. Sam Constas on strike at the moment. Thunder with a run rate of 7.50. Finds the gap here past extra cover. Couldn't get it all the way, but they'll get 2 from that. As a roar goes up around the Showground here for the home side. Next delivery from McSweeney to Constas. He set this into the air, but the catch is made. And McSweeney will take the first wicket of the match. Sam Constas is gone, as we see quite a few frustrated Sydney supporters in the stands. Beautiful catch, beautifully taken. And there is wicket number 1. Sam Constas gone with a score of 8 runs from 7 balls. Blake Nicataris coming in to replace him. Crowd clapping along as McSweeney readies for the next delivery. He's got this one past the keeper, has Nicataris, and that has gone to the boundary. Was a bit of a close chase, but the ball comes out ahead. 4 runs for the Thunder. You can see him almost got there, did Bryant. Just a few feet away. They get the quick single. They take the risk. And Bancroft now back on strike. Nicataris 5 from 2. And Bancroft 9 from 7. And it'll be another single once again. Quickly sent back to the keeper, but Nicataris already behind the crease. Last delivery of over number 3 here. McSweeney to Nicataris. And again, doesn't go very far, but still yields a single. After 3 overs, the Sydney Thunder are on 1 for 24. 12 deliveries remaining for them to face in their innings. Hugh Gwibjan, next bowler for the Heat, as Nicataris begins this over on strike. Some spin bowling action, and this is going to be a dot ball. They will not take the risk this time. Scored a good few runs from some of the shorter distance hits, but they decide to stay where they are here. That one goes right to the keeper. Spin bowling rather effective in this over, halfway through. Not a single run scored. Oh, that one's gone into the air. That's not going to be caught. That is 4. Straight hit, producing the first runs of this over, and a spectacular boundary for Sydney. 20 for the partnership now. Oh, that one could have been close. Centimeter or 2 away from the stumps as we come to the last delivery of over number 4. And that'll be at least one more. Thunder on 1 for 29 with 1 over remaining in their batting innings. Marnus Labuschagne, the last bowler here for Brisbane. He should be in Adelaide, but he has made the quick trip to Sydney after taking a spectacular catch earlier today. Nicataris will smash this for 4, and maybe Labuschagne won't be as successful tonight as he was this afternoon. Boom. Finds the gap past mid-wicket. And there's 4 more to open the over. You get a few more of those, that'll be a decent bulwark for the Thunder. As this one sent past square leg. I think it's going to get all the way over. Yes, it does. That's 4 more. And Nicataris continuing to go on a tear. He now has a total of 19 runs to his name. Here is the replay. Thunder with a run rate of 8.54 now. Labuschagne comes in again. Nikitaris did find the gap there, but it stopped at fine leg. That's just one to put Cameron Bancroft back on strike. 30 for the partnership. Bancroft with 10 runs from 8 balls. This one's not going to go anywhere. Keeper is quick to catch up with that one just in case. 2 balls remaining for the Thunder to face down. Can they pass 40 here? Short delivery from Labuschagne, right to the keeper. Bancroft is safe. And the last delivery here, coming from Marnus Labuschagne, that will decide the final score of the Thunder. Finds the gap. Moving towards third man, and it can't get to the boundary. Stopped, but he's a little slow in picking that up. And the Sydney Thunder finish 1 for 41. Usman Khawaja will be the man on strike to start for Brisbane, going up against Nathan McAndrew. The Heat need 42 runs with their 5 overs. It's Khawaja and Colin Munro to start things off. Let's see how things play out. And Khawaja will get a single off the first delivery. Could be a promising omen for the away side here this evening. Munro now on strike to face his first ball. Short delivery there from McAndrew, and Munro accordingly can't get a handle on it. Right towards him. Finds a way through around straight fine leg, and that will touch the boundary. Munro getting his first runs of this match, and the first boundary for the Heat. Again, this time towards third man. Can it get there? No. Stopped just before the boundary, but the Heat take the opportunity and still get 2. Munro staying on strike. And again towards third man. Again stopped in the same area. Deep third man, that is. And this one just a single to put Usman Khawaja back on strike. This one towards offside is a dot ball. And that brings us to the end of the over as Daniel Sams comes in for the Thunder. The Heat are on none for 8. 34 runs needed to win with 4 overs remaining, and Munro is going to get the quick single here. Chris Green is there to field it, but the single is already scored. Khawaja now back on strike. First delivery goes towards offside. This passed backwards square leg, and that'll be 1. Can't very well do much with that. First dot ball of the over as we come to the halfway point. Right to him, and the cry comes for LBW. Umpire says no, and the Heat take the single. Towards offside here. Finds a way through. And another single. And the last delivery of over number 2 coming in here from Sams to Monroe. To offside. He sweeps through. That is gonna be 4. Monroe gets to double digits as the Sixer, I don't know what I was thinking there. The Heat are on none for 16. Perhaps that's what I was thinking. All the way past deep point and to the boundary for 4 is Shadab Khan. Comes in next for Sydney. Spin bowling action in the 3rd over. Khawaja will open on strike. Monroe with 13 runs from 8 balls. Khawaja only 3 from 4. But the spin bowling, if we're judging by that first, oh, maybe not. I was going to say it might be effective, but Khawaja has found the way through. Sends it towards fine 3rd man and all the way to the boundary. Just got it past the keeper there. And the Heat hit 20. They need 22 to win. I think this will come down to the last over, unless we start seeing some action here, which we've seen some boundaries, but you know, nothing extraordinary that could cause this to end early. But we'll see how things play out as Monroe comes back on strike, finds the gap towards straight fine leg. It's running out of steam, but nobody's going to catch up to it. That is 4. And the Flames go up as it's quarter century for the Heat, quarter century for this partnership, and that may seem irrelevant in most cases, but this is a 5-over match, so things are a bit different. They get the single as it stopped around backward short leg. Last delivery here coming from Khan to Khawaja. Lands mid-pitch, finds the gap, but again just 1. Heat are on none for 27 at the end of the 3rd over. 12 balls remaining. Let's see what they can do. Chris Green, the next bowler for the Sydney Thunder. Another spinner. Heat have a run rate of 9. Past the required rate of 7.50. 15 runs needed to win, but with every ball that they don't score a run on, the clock ticks down. And now they maybe have a case for LBW. Umpire says no. 5-5 rules, each team gets 1 review. Thunder elect not to use it here. Next one from Green to Khawaja. Oh. Keeper looked a bit confused there after dropping the catch as though he was looking for the ball. But the spin bowling has been effective in this over. Halfway through, no run scored, and he got him! This time, the keeper follows through, and Chris Green with the honor of taking the first wicket here tonight for Sydney. Usman Khawaja is gone. Gilk's in the right place at the right time. And there is the first wicket. Khawaja falls 9 from 12 to bring out Jimmy Pearson. And the Thunder may very well just wrap this up yet. To offside it goes. Went for the scoop. It missed the keeper. That's going to be 1. Hits the stumps anyways. And the last delivery from Green. This is going to come down to the last over. Monroe sends it right to him. 14 from 6 needed for the Brisbane Heat to take the win here this evening. It is going to be an exciting conclusion. This is what the Big Bash is all about, ladies and gentlemen. David Warner, the legend, the last man to bowl here tonight. Will it be a Thunder win at home, or will the Heat... Oh! Got him! Stubbs unguarded. Pearson is gone. Bowled out with the first delivery of the last over. David Warner with a huge morale booster for the Thunder. Rousing success. Picture perfect. Textbook. Warner takes out Pearson. Nathan McSweeney coming in next. And things may be starting to collapse for the Brisbane Heat. Monroe is 18 from 11. McSweeney will connect off the first delivery, but it's not going to go anywhere meaningful at least. And with 14 runs needed from 4 balls, I think it's safe to say that the Thunder have this one locked down. This is just going to be a single. They need 13 from 3. And if they can't pull something off here, the match is won for the Thunder. The match is over. May have been a better way to put that. That's not going to be 4, but it does keep them in. If they don't score a 6 on the next 2, the Heat lose. It's all on the shoulders of McSweeney. This ball to end the match. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Thunder win here this evening. We are glad that you have joined us. We are going to bowl the last ball, but it is irrelevant. How many runs will they win by? Looks like 7. Heat finished 2 for 35. But the Thunder walk away with the win here, thanks to the late heroics of David Warner. We thank you for tuning in here tonight. We'll have more Big Bash action coming up for Christmas. Until then, from Sydney and for the ULTRASPORT Network, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye and good night. Have a great week.